All right, you guys, I'm back. So to start off, I already did mix my 10 ml of epoxy. Um, there's a lot of bubbles in there, micro bubbles. I'll be switching resin soon, so I'm just trying to finish this bottle. But for the purposes of this video, so I got my tumbler going. So this is a 20-ounce tumbler. I did a vinyl wrap in what do you call this? Glitter as well. So I got the mix of two kinds of glitter. This is for my oldest niece, Rochelle. So I did a couple coat on this one already. So as you can see, it's pretty solid. Sand it, smooth it out. Try to smooth out the rim as well, so my final coat will stick to the top of the rim and will give it a good seal. I'm gonna put that in there. And I got my tumbler turner going. So right now I'm using an N95 mask. So this is okay, but it's probably a lot better if I wear a full mask respirator. There's an organic one, so I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail. All right, so let's get started. So let's go mix my epoxy again. Oh, gotta wear my proper gloves. All right, so I got my nitrile glove. Can't use latex. Okay, so you gotta use the nitrile gloves. Does do this, so no dust. This is pretty clean. Wipe that off real quick. So the garage is closed. No air coming in and out because we don't want any of those tiny little lint to land in here. We want like a nice smooth finish. All right, so I think we're good with that. And the garage light, so I'm working down in the garage. It has a motion sensor, so it's probably gonna go on and off. That's all right, because it's still daytime. All right, so that is pretty good pre-mix. Just make sure it's completely mixed in there. I'm gonna turn on my turner here. So I want the cup to turn towards me. She actually picked this vinyl. She loves flower. All right, I'm gonna raise my arms up, let it pour down, and I'm just gonna rub it. Make sure my turner is, oops, nice and even there. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start from the top. Just gonna rub that in. All right, so I'm only using 10 ml on my 20 ounce because this is gonna be the final coat. I'm not doing a flood coat on this one. You do flood coat when you're applying alcohol ink or you're trying to seal everything. But this is the final coat, so this is fine. All right, so I think we did a pretty good. And don't forget the bottom. My cup's a little shaky here. Make sure the bottom got an even coat, and then the rim as well, the bottom rim. I'm just gonna run my finger on top. I just realized that I didn't screw my turner, so the cup's not really turning properly. Probably gonna have to do that after I apply a little bit of heat on this cup to pop all those bubbles. Okay, make sure you do the rim as well, the top one. So this is my third layer of epoxy. My cup is not turning. Huh. That's all right. I should probably put the screw in there. All right, let's see what happened. All right, that's better. See how it's turning now? All right, so let me just run my finger through here a few times. So drying time for something like this will be from like maybe 4 to 6 hours. Well, turning 4 to 6 hours. And then you gotta completely let it dry for 12 hours to touch, probably. Yeah. Well, 8 to 12 hours. But 12 hours to touch. So I think that's pretty good. Let me just make sure the rim is perfect. So I have used some fine glitter for the top and then sand it down. And put the little gold sparkles on the top to match the yellow flower and the leaves. This is good. And let it churn for a little bit, and then we're gonna apply the heat. I'm gonna clean my little cup because you can reuse this. And I use regular baby wipes. I spritz it with alcohol, 91% alcohol. So much easier to clean while it's still wet. But otherwise you can just pull them off, the dry epoxy off of here. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, oops, hi. All right, so now we've been turning for a while. And I have my little embossing gun, low and then high. So I'm going to use low for now. And I'm just going to run it through the cup. Pop all those bubbles in there. To the bottom too. All right. So you don't want to leave it in one area because otherwise you will burn the epoxy. So you gotta let it run. It's going back and forth. All right, and I see a little bit of, hold on, my turner here is somewhat uneven. All right, and this plastic silicone, not silicone, but mat right here I just got from the dollar store, so it collects all the drips, and then you can just, once it's dry, you can just pop it out. All right, so I'm just gonna check the tumbler, make sure there's no lint or dirt that's sitting on it. We want this to be nice and smooth. If I see any more bubbles, then I will apply more heat from my embossing gun. But otherwise, I think this is it. I'll just let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. Come back, check again. When I check, I tap the top or the bottom. Make sure it's not sticky. And then I have this little plastic container. I put it over it so no bugs or lint will land onto my tumbler, because trust me, that happened before I got like 3 bugs sitting, or fly or whatever, sitting on my tumbler, and I have to like send it off. But yep, that's it. I'll give it about 2-3 days before I ship it to my niece, and hopefully she likes it. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.